Hey, welcome. Today we are diving deep into how you can turn those everyday recommendations, the ones you already make, into an absolute powerhouse of a marketing engine. This is all about taking simple word of mouth and turning it into a real, tangible revenue stream. Let's jump right in.
Seriously, think about it for a second. That piece of software that was a total game changer for you, or that one tool that finally fixed that super annoying problem. Chances are you've told someone about something like that just this week. It's just what we do. And that's really the big what if we're digging into today. What if every single one of those genuine, you gotta try this recommendations actually put some cash back into your pocket? This isn't just a cool idea. It's a seriously powerful business strategy that, well, it really works.
So this whole system has a name. It's called affiliate marketing. It's basically a performance-based deal where a business rewards its partners, we call them affiliates, for every single customer they bring through the door. The biggest takeaway here, you only pay for results. You're not just throwing money at ads and hoping for the best.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the big picture. Then we'll break down exactly who your ideal partners are and how to find them. Then we'll see it all in action with a real-world case study, figure out how to keep everyone motivated, and wrap it all up with the absolute keys to success. Okay, let's kick things off with the foundational idea here, monetizing your network. The crazy thing is, the value is already there. It's happening in emails, in phone calls, in Slack channels every single day. The real trick is just figuring out how to tap into it. And, to do that right, you can't just partner with anybody. You need the right people. To build an amazing program, you need amazing partners. Simple enough, right? But what's really fascinating is that not all partners are created equal. They're motivated by totally different things. The source material here breaks them down into 5 key types, or personas. So let's meet the crew. First up, we've got the direct referral partner. These are your natural connectors. The consultants, the sales pros who are already telling their clients, hey, you should really check out this tool. For them, the program isn't about some new active sales hustle. It's just about getting rewarded for the awesome advice they're already giving out. Next, you've got the content creators. These are your bloggers, your YouTubers, your podcasters, anyone who's built a loyal audience around a specific topic. Their main goal here is to make a living from that audience without, and this is crucial, without losing the trust they've worked so hard to build. For them, authenticity is everything. Then there's the community builder. Think about the person who runs that super valuable LinkedIn group or Facebook community you're in. They're the trusted voice in that circle. A good partnership lets them give their members a fantastic resource and generate revenue to support the community's growth. It's a total win-win. Our fourth type is the systems integrator. This is a big one in the B2B world. These are the agencies and consultants who are actually making the buying decisions for their clients. For them, an affiliate program is just a smart financial play. It helps them offset their project costs and earn a little extra on those big recurring orders. And finally, we have the corporate advocate. Now, this is a really interesting one that most people miss. We're talking about employees inside big companies who can tap into huge internal networks. And here's the twist. They're often less motivated by the cash and more by things like recognition, a little friendly competition, and building up their own reputation inside the company. Okay, so we've got our cast of characters. We know who we're looking for. The next obvious question is, how in the world do we find them? Well, that's where the recruitment playbook comes in. And it's really built on 2 main strategies, organic and paid. I love this slide because it just lays out the fundamental trade-off perfectly. Think of it this way. Organic is like planting a tree. It takes a while to get going, but it builds these deep, strong roots of trust. Paid, on the other hand, is like launching a rocket. You get that immediate, targeted blast-off, but the second you stop fueling it with cash, it falls back to earth. The best programs? They do a little bit of both. So what's the secret to making that organic engine hum? It's a super simple principle. Give value first. Whether you're in a LinkedIn group, a Facebook community, or making a TikTok, the golden rule is to be genuinely helpful. Answer questions, share your expertise, and just become a go-to resource. The source material calls it the 80-20 rule. 80% pure value, only 20% promotion. You're earning trust, and that makes your eventual pitch about 1,000 times more effective. All right, theory's great and all, but let's see how this stuff actually works out in the real world. We're going to check out a case study from a company called Alsacer Online. They sell industrial automation parts. A super specific B2B niche. So let's take a peek behind the curtain at their dashboard. You can see right away what a key to success is: simplicity. Your tech cannot be a roadblock. Here, a partner can log in, grab literally any page on the website, and bam, instantly create their unique tracking link. This removes all the friction, and that is absolutely critical for getting people on board and keeping them active. And this is where you can see how perfectly they applied that persona framework we talked about. They didn't just send out one generic message. Look at this. For the maintenance pro, the hook is all about getting paid for expertise they already have. For the system integrator, it's about saving money. Each message speaks directly to a specific person's pain point. It's targeted, it's smart, and it gets results.
Now, you might be thinking, just throw a good commission rate at them and you're good to go, right? Well, that's really only half the battle. Let's talk about how to design truly smart incentives that keep people engaged for the long haul. The best programs out there actually offer a bunch of different ways to earn. This model here is a fantastic example. Sure, you've got your standard commission on direct sales, but partners can also earn by recruiting other affiliates, by hitting certain milestones, creating awesome content, or even from a bonus pool for the top teams. This appeals to all kinds of different people, not just the hardcore salespeople. Okay, you need to lean in for this one because this is a huge insight from the source material. It might sound kind of backwards, but for your best partners, your top performers, money eventually stops being the #1 driver. You know what takes over? Things like recognition, status, and exclusive access. Those can become way more powerful motivators.
So, what does that actually look like in practice? Well, things like public leaderboards to stir up some friendly competition, special badges that give people status, giving them early access to new products so they feel like insiders. You can even gamify it with points and achievements. And offering things like free certifications shows you're invested in their success, not just their sales. Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's bring it all home and just boil this down to the absolute core principles you need to nail to build a program that actually lasts. Here it is, your final checklist. First, be picky. That 80-20 rule is king here. A handful of great partners will always outperform hundreds of mediocre ones. We've already hit on multiple revenue paths, but beyond that, you need to build a real community where people can connect and help each other out, give them incredible support, and then use your data to constantly get better. So I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. Right now, as we speak, there are people out there, consultants, creators, community leaders, maybe even some of your own employees, who already know your product and trust it. The only real question is, have you given them the tools and the reasons to become your single biggest marketing channel?